We find our investigators in the town of Sevenarches as a fire breaks out along the ivy wall that surrounds the town. Buying off the criminals at the Seven Sisters Tannery, our group uses this distraction to sneak into the Arch Plaza towards the Aiudara. We find Orashtak and Adronis making their way.
Alright, I don't know if you can understand me or if you can hear me, but I'm going to
stand and speak with you. It's a little weird, but...
Alright, okay. I'm gonna make a mad dash over there.
Yes.
Stick into the shadows.
I'll stay in your pockets.
And I dash around the perimeter, going from shadow to shadow. First gate. At this time, is the alarm going off?
The alarm is not going off. To clarify, there is a... It's not semicircular, but there is a circular rope that cordons off the area. I'll bring up the map again just so you can get a better idea of what this looks like. I have our old tokens on here, but there is an area where the guards were standing that blocked off an open section of the rope.
Okay. So I'm assuming that is now. So as long as we do not pass the rope, we should be fine.
Yes.
So I'll dash in and hit every gate possible. So I dash into the first one and kneel under and where the posts are, I'll try to hide behind them, and I'll slowly take out the device.
3 bulbs should light.
You begin to take out the device. You see it flicker. After 5 seconds or so, you see one of the bulbs begin to light up. It is a yellowish color.
Yellow. Remember, Rashta?
Yes. She said it took a while. Give it maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds, so much. We have 6 more to go.
Another
We don't
bulb
need all of them.
lights up.
We
It
just
is also
need to
yellow.
prove at least a few.
Oh,
that
there
are
is.
good.
Okay.
Yes.
2 yellows.
Another few seconds passed, and the last bulb flickers for a moment and turns purple.
Yellow, purple.
Yellow, purple. Try one more. Across the way.
There
Fine.
are 3 bulbs on this device, and all 3 are lit.
Alright, just to make sure. And
Yes.
I'll dash. Then dash into the one farthest to the back and hide behind the post. Alright.
I see no one.
You see each of the bulbs, in turn, flicker and relight the same color.
Yellow, purple. All right.
Okay. One
should
more
get out.
on the way out.
One more.
Yes,
All
on the
right.
way out. And I dash to this one and hide behind the post. I was always told by my mother to make sure. Come on!
Okay, they're still at the fire. Good. The tannery did well.
Yellow,
Not seeing any.
yellow, purple.
Got it! And I dash out and stick to the shadows and hide. You alright? It's done.
It's done. Where is Karun? She was to be keeping watch somewhere.
She said she would be out in the shadows. I don't think we have time to look for her.
That is
Trust
fine.
that she makes it.
Agreed.
And I'll dash out of the middle of the square and clean myself up and just kind of walk normal, but avoid any eye contact with anyone. And go into a alleyway so I can Orashtak and assume his form.
Various people around you are pointing and sort of exclaiming, like, you can hear some storm clouds, seemingly out of nowhere, begin to gather in the distance, and there is a light rain that begins to fall.
Tracks. Druids.
Yeah. Right, we got it.
Very good.
I'm gonna give this to you now. Keep it safe.
I crawl out of your pocket and resume my form, no longer a rat.
Ugh.
I take the device and slip it into the bag of holding for safekeeping.
Should we back with the others?
Yes.
Or is it just too convenient to meet back with them now?
Leaving the city would be too suspicious in the moment. They may be watching the gates.
Okay, we'll walk into the cabaret, and then,
Yes.
maybe get a separate table.
Very good. Though we have been seen together multiple times here.
This is true.
I think it is less suspicious to join them.
Alright. I'm gonna go straight to the counter and order a drink. I just don't want to sit down at the same time, even though we've been seen together. There has been a fire. We'll probably be the first ones on their list.
Hey, did not have tea.
You can make some. Let's go. And I will walk towards where the others are.
You head back to the cabaret. Meanwhile, Arcelia, Yara, where have you been? Are you there in the cabaret for them, waiting? What was the plan here?
Keeping it cool, lying low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no need for us to intervene or cause any sort of a scene if things have gone all according to plan. So we've been just spending time in the cabaret, catching up, talking to each other, kind of sharing theories on, you know, the situation with Kinipo the Slim, etc.
I'm not exactly someone that can go unnoticed for long periods of time. I tend to stick out. So it is in our best interest I am somewhere very public.
Indeed.
There is a bit of commotion coinciding with these events. Many people from the cabaret get up and sort of rush outside. You hear people talking about a fire. You can hear the sounds of yelling and alarm, alarm, etc.
Oh. Does it seem like everyone from the cabaret has gotten up, or does it seem like there are some who've stuck behind, kind of not really caring about what's going on?
Most people are at least inquisitive and asking questions and sort of standing up and wondering. I don't think everybody's rushed outside or anything, but there's definitely a large group of people that have.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Could we get another round of drinks? And what's all the noise about?
The Oakstewards, they've said something about a fire outside. I was going to have a look. Can you just wait a moment on the drink?
Oh, yes.
Boss?
Of course.
Just be a moment. I just want to make sure that we're okay here.
All right. That's concerning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fire.
A few minutes pass. People talk of rain clouds and storm clouds in the distance. There's mumblings about the druids will handle it. There's a fire. They're good with keeping things green and the crops, etc. I'm sure they'll keep it under control. A lot of murmurings and things like that. A few minutes pass and people eventually sort of return to their business. There's no act going on right now. I think things were probably interrupted while this was going on. But people are beginning to return to their business. here in the cabaret.
I will busy myself by pulling open my journal and going over my notes. Yara, I've never heard of anything like what we encountered. Do you think we might be out of our depth?
It's quite likely. I mean, that thing was quite large, quite scary. We have no way to make heads or tails of anything pertaining to it. We don't understand how or why it is actually summoned. We don't understand what it actually does. We don't understand anything about the goings on at the farms. Anything like that.
I wish the professor was here.
Well, hopefully we'll be reunited soon, and then we can talk about it with him. We may have some ideas, perhaps.
There's that table.
Over there. Over there? Okay, fine.
Yeah, yes. Ah. Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Seems there's a commotion about.
We
Just
heard.
had a lovely stroll.
Ah, well, hopefully your shopping spree didn't get interrupted too much.
No.
And you were able to get everything you needed?
Yes, in triplicates.
Very good.
I'm feeling quite tired. I think, what time of day is it?
Nighttime.
It's night.
Yeah.
How late?
It was dusk, an hour after
Yeah.
dusk.
Yeah,
Yes, it's early.
Yeah, it's probably like prime time. Like, this is normally a very active time of the cabaret, and it's probably a little bit more subdued because of what's been going on tonight. But you can hear music start up, and there's probably an act that begins up on the stage.
That's normal. That's nice.
Do you think it might be in our best interest to try to get out of the city before morning?
I
We need to let Fionara know.
We do.
I personally thought no. Just because they'll be looking for people leaving immediately.
Right.
She asked the information for 24 hours. We have time. I was thinking about going to the shop and getting her a gift, a nice dress. It seems like the color coordination dresses that I looked at were yellow, and purple.
I don't know, she strikes me as the type who's more interested in literature.
I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
very on the job, in the field sort of person.
No
I don't
nonsense,
think
kind of.
Maybe some leather jerkin.
I was more so thinking that when the sun shines on her in the shadows, she could stand out more because the colors were yellow, and purple. It's just the best dresses they had in the shop. It didn't take much time, but yeah, the dress is
Yes.
the one with the frills, and yes, that one.
Well, how many yellow dresses and how many purple dresses do they
There
have?
are two of them. One yellow was a lot more quicker to see at the eye than the other one. But slowly, as I was mesmerized by those two, the purple one followed. So I say we get all three of them. They light up just fine in any type of night or day. And so I'm going to go back and I'm going to go purchase those. And I need to sell some things as well. So I will head that way and do that now.
Do you wish for the color coordination swatches?
No, I think I'm fine.
The streets are quite dangerous at night. Do you not want someone to escort you while you purchase and bring something like that to someone?
I mean, if you want to. But I'm not going to give her the gift now because that would be ruining the surprise. We'll do it in the morning. First light. But
If
I do
we
need
go
to.
in the morning, we can stop by the general store, maybe pick up a nice quill or two.
Oh.
Just as a backup gift.
Yeah, perhaps maybe like some sort of
Sure.
informational book as well, so that, you know, she can
Yeah.
get,
Yeah. Well, I'm going to sell some things, and then, yeah, I'm going to sell some stuff because, you know, my tab is going to be overdue if I don't pay it. Don't want any trouble to happen if that doesn't happen. For us, Yara.
Certainly.
Yes.
Certainly.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so would you like for me to escort you? Or would you like for anyone else to escort you?
Sure, you can come with if you want to.
All right.
I shouldn't be long.
There's somebody that's walking past on your right side, Arashtak. They're carrying a few drinks and accidentally stumble and spill some of the drinks on the floor. After
Are you alright?
Damn. There goes a free drink. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for noticing.
and he's trying to stand up. And he puts a hand on the table, and as he puts his pushes up to stand back up, you see a piece of paper there, and he begins to walk away.
Just put me. Good luck with your drinks. What is this?
Opening
Hold
it
it up. What does this say? Is it a note?
See? Should see it. Here, let's do this.
Oh, I see. This is a note from Karen. Janet.
Ah,
From
yes.
Janet. Dear Lizard, I overheard some of the cranky Oakstewards talking about another Gorgon. Gorga attack or whatever. I tried to get your attention, but I don't think you noticed the distraction going on. I am going to check it out. Apparently they're having more problems than we thought. Someone mentioned some of their people disappearing through a gate and never coming back right around the time the curse had stopped killing elves. I'm going to follow some of this super good smelling humans. Go see that friend elf lady and finish up our work. I'll catch up with you soon. Yes, if you see some of that ivy at the tannery, guys, you were looking about, I could use it somewhere if they want some of the ivy. Okay. I slide the note over to upside down on the table. Well, I see that Janet was not really watching.
I'm not surprised. What I am surprised about is her going off alone when she always yells at me. Probably because she thinks I'm going to steal something, like I would ever steal anything.
Well, it is still valuable information, though.
Didn't you take a hat in Krakow? Krakow, that was it.
I think it's time to go. All right, so, Yara, if you will, I will leave you to
Did they not take
the,
it? Was it a gift?
yes, gifts. Are you coming?
Yes, of course.
I hold my hand out. Let's go.
And I take his hand. All right.
Open up and call. Now, keep the drinks coming for Arcelia and try to figure out whatever we're going to tell her about the dresses. You might want to draw a picture or notate the colors, because you know me, I often forget yellow, purple.
I remember wonderful dress colors.
We're gonna have to work on your Yeah. All right.
I drag my mug across the table, stand up, and seat myself closer to Arashtak. Then I lean in. What is she going on about the dresses? I don't understand.
It's an analogy.
Okay.
Subterfuge.
That's not really my strong point.
Not mine either. It's the thing we were doing did the stuff.
Oh,
Covers,
okay.
yes.
Good.
Yes.
I was going to say I have zero experience when it comes to necklines and hemming.
I do see many patches. I'm not very good at the seamstressing.
Yes, thank
Did
you.
you make that yourself?
I did.
I can tell.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put a lot of hard work into this.
Is that snake leather?
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't be so barbaric. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Anyway, what do you divine out of these dress colors?
I think it was a success. As in, the dresses are very real.
But why is one purple?
You were not told the color coordination for the party.
True. Are you also disturbed by the lack of information we are getting from Fionara?
Oh yes, she has left out many details. I was rather annoyed when we didn't really have a deadline, and we didn't meet the not deadline.
I didn't appreciate how she was unsympathetic to Yara being arrested.
Yes. She made it seem like we could just stroll up and it would be fine.
We'll have to get answers the next time we see her.
Agreed. Perhaps you could use your quick tongue to see if... Is it quick quill? Which one did you say?
Oh, my tongue can be very quick, yes.
Ah, good. I have heard that is a very knowledgeable and wonderful trait to have. Some of our seers have quick tongues, very long too.
Sounds eloquent.
Our peoples are very good on the oral history.
Yes. Well, I prefer the written kind myself.
In a swamp, the writings they get damp quickly.
It is quite a wet place, yes.
Yes, I miss it. It was nice, even though it was too cold when we were out with that slender fey thing.
Where exactly are you from?
Oh, the kingdoms, the river kingdoms. That's where most of us are from. We've had to live there after being pushed out of most of our lands.
Oh. I know all about that. I grew up most of my life in Urgir, but my family profession, so to speak, has drawn me out as far as Karamaga.
You have mentioned you've traveled quite a bit, recording things you've learned. Anything interesting about Sevenarches you've learned?
The meat is decent. The people are suspicious, but not unfriendly. I presume the weather is quite normal. Rain seems typical for this sort of geography.
Yes, proximity to the wetlands and such. Much greenery, many herbs. That was very nice. I'll need to get some on our way out.
Yes. Perhaps you can get me some witchbane. I'm starting to run low.
What do you use your witchbane for?
Oh, well, I specialize in augmentation, so one might say. Sometimes you just need the right bit of spice to help yourself in a battle.
I see. Normally, they say it keeps witches away, but I tend to have a small stash. It has a nice texture when you chew it. Completely unnecessary for its purposes, but still nice.
I do appreciate your cooking.
My mother always liked it. That sounded bad. She's still around. She's just back at home.
Oh. I see. Well, perhaps our journeys will take us to the wetlands sooner than later.
It would be nice to visit home. It's been some time. Must have left after the gate. Yes, I've not been back for 6 months? How long has it been? It blended a lot on that river. It's all the same.
I haven't been back to Urgir in 7 years now.
That is quite some time.
The Burning Sun clan keeps me quite busy.
No homesickness? It seems like you're a bit of a free spirit.
Yeah. Well, this helps. I like to think that home is something you carry with you.
I take that literally. It was a joke, but it's because I have tents and cooking things.
Oh. I should get a tent.
Janet did get another tent, and I have that. I think we have enough room now for everyone.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Then I don't need a tent. I'll just use yours.
Wonderful. Do you have tea yet? I've been asking for a few days.
Would you like some wine?
That is not tea. No, thank you. Could I have some hot water?
Fine.
Thank you. Do they charge water here? Some cities charge for water. I think it's absurd.
Well, here's a little trick that I've learned on the road. I've been tipping very well. And that is how you make friends.
Do you cut the tip off of the quill of your pen?
No, it's a phrase. You take your coin, right? And you give them a little extra for them to keep as a thank you for their service.
Do not pay a living wage.
I don't know. We should ask.
Are you paid a living wage?
Heavens.
Several people look over very confused.
I don't think they understand the question.
Perhaps we'll wait until the attendant returns to our table before shouting across the shop. Yes.
That's usually where you order from the small places in our homes. It's rather loud with the noises of birds and insects. You must yell.
Yes, from where I'm from, it's quite lively as well.
These humans are reserved.
I think perhaps they have a lot to say, but I've learned that humans tend to require context and circumstance for transparency.
I see. This makes sense.
And sometimes
not-
some coin.
Yeah. Whenever they bring the hot water, I will slide a copper onto the table for them. Maybe that will be considered a tip, or perhaps it is payment for the water.
Well, I think because of your shouting, maybe we'll upgrade and give them something a little more substantial.
Is that tarnished or is that silver?
It's silver, yes.
I think Janet might have things to clean that, though you might not get entirely silver back if you give it to her.
Oh, it's fine. They'll take it. You don't have to worry too much about that. You are very thoughtful, though.
I do like Janet. Oh, I could go without her calling me Lizard all the time. I do have a name.
Would you like me to say something to her?
No, it's fine. She seems to like me, and that does seem rare with her.
Well, names are important. Intention is important. And if you need me to have a sit down and talk to Janet, I can.
I appreciate it. I can say something if I feel it is the problem. Now is that I begin pulling out of some of my satchels some various teas and herbs for when the hot water arrives. It looks a bit like a pharmacy in front of me on the table. Do you want any tea?
No, thank you. I'm quite pleased with my mead.
This one has slight numbing effects. At least so I've heard. It does not affect my species. That may be too close to some of Janet's concoctions, I realize now. Maybe I should not lead with that.
No, I would prefer to feel all of my limbs, thank you.
Oh, it's only the tongue this one numbs.
Oh. Alright, I'll try it.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't drink it in one gulp.
Should I wait for the water?
Yes. Is the hot water on its way? We have left a tip.
Meanwhile, outside of town, we join Yara and Adronis making their way to the last place they saw Fionara. The rain has ended, and the the cold night air is brisk as you make your way along the road outside of town.
I forgot something.
What is that?
I don't think she'll be too mad. Mind if we stop at the store? Might want to actually get her a gift because I forgot the device.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Where
did
you forget? You didn't throw it into a bush or anything, did you?
No, I'm not careless. I gave it to a rush. Maybe I am careless. I am. I gave it to a Rashtak. It's in the bag.
All right, well, that's fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she might want it back. I don't know.
Certainly. I mean, we could just make our way back and grab it, or we could let her know the information. Or
Wait a minute.
we'll check your person. Yes.
That I don't like when people slip things into my pockets. Well, I thought he was just being a rat again. Okay, all right, fine. Never mind. I do have it.
Is that an aura reader in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Both. Here, hold my ball. I'm just kidding. Here you go. I'm giving it to you to give to them because I don't think she likes me.
But to be quite fair, I don't think she liked anyone.
Yeah.
Makes you feel any better at all.
So when we're done with her, I do want to go to the shop. I need to sell something because I don't want to lose all of my gold on this. I have a little something here. It might fetch a pretty penny. It looks very valuable.
Where did you get that?
You know, sometimes things slip off people's fingers. Finders keepers.
All right, I'll ask no more questions, but if it gets me in trouble, I will be very cross with you, to be sure.
It's not like I know the person that it belongs to.
Who did you get it off of?
That's for me to know and for you to pay more attention. All right. I think this is the place. Or was it over there?
You can probably see some light flickering out from a tent near the road in the nearby woods.
Of course.
Right.
And I'll quietly walk up to the camp.
Who is it? I have a weapon.
Your favorite individuals, darling!
I think the whole point of being quiet. Okay, all right.
It's alright, she already shouted.
The tent flap opens. You see like a bow and arrow sort of like peeking out, and then a face of Fionara, Cara Lestri looking outside.
I do a curtsy.
Oh, I didn't expect you back this evening.
I told you, when we want to put our minds to do something, we will give you results. We are the best. That's what you've been told.
Well, that's
I'll
good.
the
Maybe no. Maybe come in.
I don't exactly have a lot of room in here. There's a lot of things about. Excuse me, just one moment and I'll join you out there.
alright.
To be clear, this tent isn't huge or anything. It's not like you can sit inside. This isn't the tent from Harry Potter or anything. This is a small, like, a camping tent, and various supplies are in probably various canvas-covered containers around the tent, along with a horse and a carriage nearby. Maybe a minute later, she makes her way out of the tent and sort of fixes her clothing, straightens it, and stands up and says, "Now, what do you have for me?"
I'll go ahead and I will reach out the aura reader to her. You can have that back.
Oh. Look at this. Just as I suspected! Illusion magic! Not a trace of conjuration. You see the colors here?
Uh-huh.
No conjuration magic. No. This is illusion magic. Those arches are as fake as a Kelpie smile.
Oh. I think that's a good thing. Also a bad thing.
I suppose that depends on your perspective. From what the professor has told me of your situation, I might have some useful information for you. A deal is a deal, after all. Now, she looks around. Here's what I know. The real Sevenarches are hidden somewhere south in the Wildwood, which is why the Oakstewards restrict travel there. They also post guards. On the night of your missing moment, all 7 of the guards at the Sevenarches stepped through the portal. Or portals, just like you did. But only one of them returned. A self-righteous Oaksteward named Bolin. When he got back, Bolin was a changed man, and not in a good way. After the High Council chewed him out for shirking his post, he stole an important Oaksteward artifact and hid out in the Wildwood, along with some other malcontents. From there, he's been sending cronies to the city to harass the citizens, to undermine the Oaksteward's authority, and recruit other discontented druids to his cause. His ultimate aim, as far as I can tell, is a full-on coup. Now, I don't know what happened to this Bolin character when he went through the arch, but whatever he knows, I figure you'll want to know it too.
That doesn't explain. I wonder why they're being so secretive of the library.
Well, I know someone amongst the Oakstewards. The limited information that I have about Sevenarches itself comes from her. I suppose I can write you a letter of introduction, and then they might be more apt to ask for your help.
Certainly. What is this person's name?
Her name is Lemma Feldthorn. She is a halfling. She's sort of a mid-level druid amongst their order. I'll write this letter of introduction to you, this writ. And you can go to the Vine Hall and give it to her, and I'm sure that the Oakstewards might be more receptive to you.
Excellent. Do you happen to know anything about this, Oaksteward, Leody? She's the voice of the wind, I believe is what they call her.
Oh, the voice.
Yes.
Oh, I've only heard very little here and there. Lemma has spoken of the voice on rare occasion. From what I understand, the voice is often very busy and often taking part in political matters for Sevenarches. But I don't know much more than that.
Very good. All right. Do you have any other questions, Jonas?
No, I do not think so. Well, you said the Wildwood to the south. That would be, and I take out a map. You don't mean that forest?
I do.
It's too close to Hyonin.
From what Lemma has told me, the Oakstewards are very nervous about Kionan, and hearing that the curse is no longer active might cause issues between the two areas. From what I understand, the voice is currently occupied with such matters.
I see.
Okay.
Actually, did you have anything else, Adronis?
No, I'm fine. I'll wait for you over here.
All right.
Thank you for your information. And I
welcome.
walk and lean on a tree.
I suppose my last question then would be, if you know anything about this magistrate Blackthorne as well, since I have you here and we're talking of the Oakstewards. He's the one we dealt with. All right. Fair enough. All right. Unless you have anything else that you'd like to enlighten us on, I suppose that Adronis and I will be on our way.
I'm very happy about all of this, I must say. Thank you for confirming all of these things for me. I'm going to get this information published as soon as I can, after a good night's sleep. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't know if I'll even be able to sleep.
Is there anything else that you require, or anything else that would be beneficial to your research, or anything like that that you need from us?
The proof is all I need.
Beautiful. All right. Suppose then we shall be on our way.
Well, travel safely.
Indeed. You as well.
Oh, and when you see Doc Eddie again, tell him thank you for sending his best investigators.
Most assuredly we shall. And I'll go ahead and I will walk back up to Adronis. Are you alright?
Yes. Let's get to let's go to the store. Let me, we're gonna need to pay your friends.
Alright. Of course. So to the tannery then?
But first I need to make a stop to get money.
Right.
Or gold.
Right.
And, 10 gold.
I mean, I would be careful though. I will say, this is your prerogative, obviously, but I am unsure if you took that from anyone in the city, but do know that people talk when they live around each other, so perhaps it might be best to wait till later to sell it in another city or something, perchance.
It'll be fine. People lose things all the time. Found it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know where it came from. Do you? No? Okay, great. Let's go. And I start walking towards the direction of where the stores would be.
Now, to be clear, I had taken a look at this guy's hands when I first met him, like his arms and everything like that. Would I have recognized that ring?
Make a perception check.
Nope.
Nope. You don't put two and two together.
Is that gold? Is it green?
It's a nice ring.
No, I'm tired.
It won't take long. Hopefully we get enough to pay them. That way I'm not broke.
You are so far from broke. I am broke. The one who is broke here, it's me, not you.
Listen, everyone handles their stuff differently, and if I am sub 500 gold, I'm broke.
But we are both living in the same exact standard. We're traveling together.
I have traveled many places.
So
and I can
have
assure you that not everyone is held at the same standard.
Are you saying I am below your standard?
No, I didn't mean that towards you. I just, in general, when you travel, especially on a boat, where I come from, it's wherever you find is yours, and when you do what you want with it, that's on you. And however you calculate and hold true to your money, I don't have much gold at all. It's like 3 in there.
More
Let's
like
go.
3,000 is what it sounds like.
No.
300.
No. It's hurting my feelings the more you go. There was a time I had that much, and then the conversation will carry on as I take
Sure.
it to the shop.
Okay. I would imagine that the stores are closed. It's probably about 8 or 9 p.m.
A sign from the gods, dear Adronis, that perhaps we should wait until we are in another town.
For the morning. All right, let's go join the others. Tell them the
We
good
should
news.
Go pay the folks at the tannery.
You don't have to pay them now?
Enough time has passed.
Fine.
Come on. Just make sure you've got enough coin on you, you know? Since
I
you're so
don't know.
broke.
It's feeling quite light.
Most assuredly. All right. We'll make our way to the tannery.
Very well. Seven Sisters Tannery is also pretty quiet. There's a few lights on, however. There is someone probably outside underneath the awning, sitting in a chair, probably smoking a pipe. And there is probably just a bit of a fire in like one of those one of those iron fire pits. You do not
Does this
recognize this
person-
person.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. I'll just go up to them and ask who they are or something.
You don't
We've
need
got to
to
pick
do
up an order.
Okay. So I walk past the fire pit. Oh, surprised that you have a fire going when it's just rained.
This woman looks up at you and says, "Can I help you?"
Why, yes. It is a damp, sort of chilly night. Just wondering if you could use some company by the fire.
What kind of company?
A company that has some interest that you might have. And I take a coin out of my pocket and flip it through my knuckles.
Have a seat.
Sit down. I'm assuming that you are the one to talk to.
I'm talking to you, aren't I?
I take a look at our hands. Is our hands covered in tannery stuff?
No, not the same way. She definitely has some clearly, visibly, like heavy working hands. You know, lots of calluses and cuts and scrapes and things. But no, none of like the chemical, the chemicals that you might find on someone's hands.
We were looking for a friend of ours, Yara.
Yes. We had an order to pick up. We have to get out of town relatively soon. We have a client waiting for us. So that being said, do you know if Gareth is around?
Gareth was occupied. He had some work this evening. But he said you'd probably be coming by tonight or tomorrow. You have something to drop off?
Does this person seem sincere? Like, can we get a read on them at all?
Make an insight check.
That would be There's no insight since this is Pathfinder,
Oh.
so would that be...
Perception.
I am going
Perception?
to make that mistake through the
That's
entirety
okay, I do too.
of this show. Trying to remember every system's individual skills and things is impossible. Yeah, so it would be just a perception check.
7.
You're not really sure.
Look, I've been around for a while, and I was told many times that unless I know the person, deliveries can get lost. And I am a man of my word, and I would like to, well, make sure that delivery does not get lost. So, when will, what's his name, Gareth? Be done with his break or his business tonight?
I'm not sure. My name is
Okay.
Silva, and I am one of the 7 sisters here at the tannery.
When I met them at the cabaret or at the tannery itself, did I see her anywhere?
Yeah. You would have seen her when you came to the tannery.
And she was with Gareth.
She was probably one of the people working in the background. She was working on the leather, specifically. She was a leather worker.
Sevenarches, darling. I recall seeing her working here when we came to the tannery the other day. Or earlier
Okay.
today, I mean.
7 Sisters Tannery. Does that mean that you're all related?
Yes.
Ah. And what relation do you have with Gareth? Older sister, younger sister?
It's none of your business.
Oh. I see.
Well, she does have a similar personality to Gareth, I'll give her that.
Well, I have a sister of my own, and she means the world to me. And I trust her. I'm gonna go out on a whim. I think I owed you 7 gold.
Make a deception check for me. You can leave your drop off here.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Yara and wink and take a separate bag out. Will I be handing this to you?
She extends a hand.
I'm gonna try thievery again.
Okay.
Oh my
There's a reason why I'm doing this.
god.
And how exactly are you trying to thieve?
What does she have on her hand? Nothing? She works on tannery. She may not have anything.
She's got nothing on her hand.
Okay, then we'll try to steal her heart. I'm just kidding. What I'll do is I'll do the same thing. I'll when I reach for her hand, I'll put my hand under hers and put the bag in her hand. And I won't tell anyone, but I put 10 gold in. And I want to see if I notice anything about, like, read her through her hand, like I did the dancer.
This. Okay, there's a lot of things you're trying to do here, and I think there's a lot of conflicting actions. So, you're trying, first of all, to slip an additional 10 gold in?
No.
Or 10 gold
So,
total?
when I'm talking to her about I said it was like 7 gold. I was taking a separate bag to separate the gold, and I actually put 10 inside the bag.
Okay, so you've got 10 gold in a bag
Yes.
that you told her was 7.
Correct.
Okay.
The reason why I was doing that, to see if she actually knew the amount.
Okay.
And when I tied the bag, because I'm not doing this like right in front of her face, when I tied the bag and give it to her, I want to take her hand, place the bag in, and I want to try to read her hand, and just see something about her.
And
It's
perception
like I
check.
did the dancer. Okay. 18.
These are workers' hands. She works very hard.
Is she timid? Is she
I think,
calm?
I think as soon as you try to feel her hand, like probably a bit more than necessary, she will withdraw her hand and say, I need to make something very clear to you. This is a business transaction, and that's it. Don't get
Which
the wrong
hand did
idea.
I grab? Is it left or right?
Left hand.
You should hold your daggers in your right hand. Your left hand is losing its strength. And I give the bag over to her and stand up. It's always business with me.
My left
Pleasure comes
hand
with
is
those-
plenty strong. I assure you. I can get whatever work needs to be done complete.
Good. And I lean over next to her ear and I say, there's 10 gold in the bag. And I pull away and say, Yara, I think our business is concluded unless you need to speak to them. Now, they did say that they wanted to talk to us some more. If I do not recall.
I believe that will be something that we handle when we actually make the pickup then. Well, thank you
Until
for your
next
time,
time.
Silver.
She looks over to you and she says, all of our time is precious, but we appreciate our business. Now, if you could please get going.
Of course. We shall be on our way.
And I look over to Yara and say, do you think they can tell the difference between fool's gold and real gold? I'm
What does
kidding.
that even mean?
I put real gold in the bag. I did. Yeah. No, don't worry.
Atreus, you are going to send me to an early grave. Well,
What,
an early
grave?
second grave, I suppose.
Second grave. What are you, a corpse?
You don't know what a Duskwalker is?
No. I just thought that you liked the time of day.
Well,
I mean, you are very pale, but I figured that's just how you like to do your... Or maybe Karun's giving you something that altered
No.
your eye.
Well, so a Duskwalker is meant to be some sort of a this is why everything's very confusing, because I have all my memories and everything like that, but we're meant to be a reincarnation, so to speak, of someone whose life was cut short, right?
Oh. So you are not who you say you are, but you are who you say you are inside of something that you do not recognize as you.
Well, it's interesting, and this is why I have been in cahoots with Dr. Riddleson so much. I remember my life before the missing moment. I was a healer. I had traveled quite a bit with my sister. We were inseparable, really. And, you're going to say something?
Just wondering what happened. You said someone's life was cut short, but you're here with me now.
went into the gate. I was alone. And I came out of the gate very different. And I have no idea how or why. Same age and everything. It's not like anything changed with the Duskwalker. It's a reincarnation. You're supposed to be raised from a very young age in a community, so to speak. But I didn't go through any of that, I don't think. I mean, it wasn't exactly... well, it doesn't make sense. It's an anomaly, so to speak.
I'm going to ask you a very serious question. I lean in. Do you pee, poop, and function the same like before? Or is it some kind of new reincarnated way of disposing waste?
Well, I suppose most shit comes out of my mouth, but my bodily functions are indeed the same, yes.
Explains why you can talk to the dead. All right, and also...
What?
Do you have emotions like you do before? Like you're functioning all over?
Well, I feel quite the same. Just, my
Are you
hair's
cold?
white now.
Are you warm?
I suppose I run cold. I mean, I'm not a corpse. It's
Okay,
a
good.
living, breathing creature. But I do run cold. I mean, it's...
And does your body belong to someone else, or did it just fabricate?
I mean, all of the birthmarks and everything are all the same.
Huh.
I think.
Sounds like you've been played the good deal.
Perhaps. But I don't know. Strange.
And your
Very
sister?
strange. I suppose we shall talk about her at a later date after many and much alcohol.
I would like to meet her one day. I too have a sister, and she's the world to me. She made me who I am today. So, well, fascinating. Maybe I can cut a deal with Lady Luck herself, and if something ever happens to me, I get struck down, I can become a Dusk Walker as well. But only poop out the back end, because this is important. Mouth.
Well, I wouldn't like, count on it. I also wouldn't want such a thing, and it's very strange. And there are a lot of I don't know of anyone else like me.
Oh,
Not even with the missing moment.
interesting.
Perhaps we try not to get you cut down, eh?
No, yes, no. I still want to live all 120 of my years, or even more. Well then, you are an anomaly, and that's good. We are all unique in our own little ways. Let's get back to them. They might be worried. We're taking our time.
Of course. And we shall make our way back.
Yes. I'll walk back to the cabaret.
So, rejoining the others in the cabaret shortly thereafter, we see our group together again.
I told you it would numb your tongue.
1,
I
Two.
feel my tongue.
3, 4, 5.
I told you
I
also
believe there's
not
12
to chug
vaginas.
it.
Why are there 12 steins here? And what is this laboratory setup?
No,
How long
I'm
have we
just
been gone?
making... I made tea. Would you like some? It's slightly toxic to non-lizard folk.
It's quite interesting, actually.
Did someone do something to you? Celia,
Tastes like cinnamon.
what
I told
happened?
you it's slightly toxic to non-lizard folk.
You poisoned our Celia.
No, I warned her that it would numb her tongue. It's rather
I'm fine.
intriguing.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Would you like some?
No, I'm allergic to tea now.
I shall stick to my honeyed wine.
All right.
Who's paying for all this? By the way,
Didn't you say you had a tab?
No, I'm fine. Go.
How long is she going to have her tongue act like that?
I don't know. I haven't really.
You don't know the effects.
Well, I said it was non-toxic to anyone not lizard folk. It doesn't cause me these problems. I just said it had a numbing effect. Probably 15, 20 minutes, an hour, a day.
right.
2 weeks.
well,
What?
never mind.
All right. Well, deeds are done. We've made our deliveries,
Good.
but we should most certainly make a pickup very soon to be sure about
Yes. Picking up what?
our drop off. Just a consultation, I suppose.
All right. Are we getting more dresses?
More leather dresses.
Would those not breathe?
No, I mean, it depends on like the structure of it and how it's designed, and perhaps there are like slits in it. You know me. I like fashion. I would make it quite fashionable, to be honest
I will
with you.
trust you in your opinions.
Indeed. I mean, look at me. Peak
I
fashion.
love it. Your dress is amazing.
I cannot believe that this is the group that succeeded. Yeah. Maybe it's time for bed, maybe? What time
Get a
is
drink first, Adronis. We've earned it. Come on.
Yeah.
it? Who's paying for the drinks? I cannot, I have no gold. I have nothing.
I'll buy you a big
You have
one.
gold.
Okay, great. That's the least I should pay for.
Mhm.
And I'll have 2. Thank you.
They've brought me hot water a couple of times now.
They actually did it. Amazing. I thought they were going to fuss about it.
They wouldn't get me tea. I had to make my own.
Oh.
You know? Should go in business with them and tell them, introduce them to tea and maybe they'll make it next time. Just not the one that does that.
I mean,
People like it.
I would assume that, a place where you're catering to an audience that's watching, entertainment and what have you, that you would want them to be comfortable in your establishment, and alcohol doesn't necessarily always make everyone comfortable. Some people are comfortable by tea.
Precisely.
Certainly.
I don't think the doctor would be very pleased if I stayed here and started a tea business.
Well, you can pass along the idea and get paid for it.
Is that how that works?
Yes, indeed. And if the person tries to steal it without paying, we can always give them the back check. You know about the back check?
Is there something on my back?
Let me take a look.
No.
I didn't see anything.
It's when you take a dagger and you jab them in the back. Because
Please don't say the last part. Please don't do that.
what do you mean? I do have on pants. What?
No, I think she
What?
said, don't say the last part. Right? Is that what she said?
No.
Oh. What did you say?
But if I have on pants, you don't want to. What do you want us to do?
Don't say the last part. No, don't do that.
Don't.
There's a time and place for everything. So
Don't
please,
Take a rat pack.
please.
There
Yes,
was a
don't.
rat in his pocket earlier, but I think that
Please.
doesn't apply here.
We're in a cabaret.
Please, hurry. One more.
I think she needs to go to bed.
Perhaps the effects will wear off once you slumber.
Let's have him up here.
Well,
I don't know what she's saying anymore.
I
It
don't
seemed to
either,
have
but it's very
degraded
cute.
More and more and more of the
I
time.
blush. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
all right.
I understood that. She said, okay, yeah. Must be you needing to go to bed.
Might be a good idea. I will finish my drinks here, and then I'll head up. And you may want to go ahead and take her up, because...
All right, but we have to have a contest, you and I.
Oh,
Who can finish our drink the fastest since we got the similar time?
oh.
Come on.
Wait, I mean, can you even taste it with you having shit come out of your mouth, as you say?
What is this shit coming out of the mouth? What?
It's
He
a joke.
misunderstood. Yes,
It's
yes.
a joke, I
Yes.
think.
All right.
I
Are you
never
ready?
smoked. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do you want to count us down, Rasta? Is
Success!
that what you're trying to do? You want to count us down?
I understood the joke.
It's
Oh,
an amazing day indeed. Cheers.
cheers indeed.
Really serving bulbous.
All right. Sleep time, yes?
Yes. Janet said in the note she would meet with us, so I do not think we need to worry about her.
Ah, no. So probably feed something to some human or something. And then write down what kind of reactions it have. I'm pretty sure she'll have a
Some
great
person.
story. You know, how she say human. Yes.
But yes, I think she did mention
Right.
making sure those apple cakes had something extra in them.
No. No. I've been eyeing the apple cakes the whole time I was here, and she's going to mess with them.
Did you not see her adding something?
I don't know. You ever see her add anything?
Yes, I become very aware.
But
of
you
what
haven't told us what
does.
she. Okay, all right. Stuck. You're losing the brownie points.
Ooh,
I'm
brownie.
not terribly keen on chocolate. It unsettles my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might
Alright.
need someone to help me out with that.
Ah, yes, I can help you with that. I take
Oh my.
a shoulder,
How tall are you?
like 6'2". No,
Probably the best
wait,
candidate.
I think,
Actually,
I think you were very tall.
mistake, I'm 6'8". I am more quite tall. I sometimes forget my own height due to my
Oh, goodness.
posture.
Oh my gosh, my bladder! And I run upstairs.
Perhaps he's got shit coming out of his mouth.
Is that where his bladder is?
No.
I do not recall that being the
it's not.
anatomy of...
Dronis
Oh,
runs
Dronis.
off before the bill is paid, but eventually you all make your way up to bed for the evening.
Is the person who collects our bill pretty?
I don't know. Go ahead and roll me a, let's see, just a straight up charisma check.
Are you pretty? 6.
Nope.
No tip.
Wow. Oh.
Maybe though. Please, thank you for being so great. Have a good night. Bye.
And I lead her up to her room, which was Yara's room,
Indeed.
and also Adonis's room, I believe. Janice and I had a room, which is now not just mine. Anyway, I go to bed.
Very well. Off to bed.
Why?
So, everybody, please make me a will save.
I think I'm going to use my hero point.
All right.
13.
13 as well.
12, better than a crit fail.
Rashtak.
Yes.
You have some pretty strange dreams. You see frozen wasteland around you. You see this silhouetted humanoid shape, furry. I think you've seen this before in your dreams. This figure has horns. Looks large, bulging muscles, but silhouetted.
What is this?
There is something flying in the sky above. Silhouetted. You hold out your hands to look, and there are these you think they're snowflakes or ash or something gathering on your hands. They're black, and as they touch you, you see black begin to spread across your hands. You hear this keening sound, distant, strange.
What is this?
You take a sharp breath, and you hear the sounds of morning outside, dawn.
You need to not have so much tea.
You don't sweat, but you would be sweating if you could.
I would definitely feel cold. I tentatively do my morning rituals. But I'm a bit distracted today.
Slowly, you can hear the sounds of Sevenarches beginning to make their morning rounds. Outside.
Oh yes. I do grab my notes and try to write down the dream, just in case I forget, unless I already have.
You remember. I think what troubles you more, Arashtak, is you think you've seen this before and you can't remember. It's just that feeling like you've had a dream before, but you can't remember it. It's just out of reach.
I'll check with the others. Perhaps they know something. Or the doctor. After I jot it down, I continue my morning rituals. To make sure everything is alright. And that I'm prepared for the day.
Yes. Eventually, you begin to meet back up with the others.
Tiny apple cakes. Tiny apple cakes. That's all I wanted. On the way out.
Well, we can grab some more. It's not like the end of the world.
No.
As usual, the cabaret is very quiet in the morning. There's one or two people about, probably cleaning. But this is more of a nighttime place. It's not so much a tavern or an inn.
Good morning.
Oh. Dusk. Hello.
Good morning.
Late? Normally you're the first one up.
Bad dreams.
I saved a seat for you. Please sit next to me.
Thank
I
you.
drag the chair out.
You seem thrown off. Are you alright?
Dreams. Unsettling ones.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to just keep it to yourself? Either way is okay.
Sorry. I did not mean to imply I was... No, I had dreams I feel I've had before, but I cannot place it. Ash. Figures flying, hairy, odd, foreboding. But I cannot place it. I'll have to meditate on them, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
the dream.
do not know.
I'm
I do
sorry.
not know.
It's alright. We shall talk more of dreams eventually. I have nightmares all the time.
Oh.
I was actually talking to the doctor about quite a few of them. So,
Anything
Anyway.
with ash falling from the sky? Like creeping disease.
that doesn't sound familiar, does it, Wack? No, nothing similar to that. Mine is typically of a very, very large creature.
Flying?
No?
Hairy? Humanoid? Deep voice, indistinguishable.
Definitely creepy and large and perhaps humanoid. It has claws, if I recall.
I could not tell.
Yes. Regardless, we'll talk more about him later. We have some things to do, yes? Like get breakfast and perhaps go and double check on things.
Yes.
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 We also have some leads, don't we, Adremis, with our friend Fionara?
Right. We do. We'll talk on the way. Give it an info you all in. I also. How are you feeling? Oh, I can understand you.
Yes.
Are you well?
I feel fantastic. Why wouldn't I?
I just wanted to make sure my tea did not have any ill effects.
I feel extremely hydrated.
That's the first. All right. Okay, I'm going to do what I need to do. And if you can come along if you want to, or you can stay here. However you want to do. I'm going to first settle something. I'm feeling a little light in my bag. And then I'm going to check on the drop.
Gareth.
Yes. And we can leave.
Why were we meeting? Did you not pay him?
Oh, I paid.
Just to be sure that everything is in
Right.
order. Perhaps find out some more information if he has any. Suppose that'll be fine.
Right.
Indeed.
Janet was looking into the Gorgas.
Ah, speaking of which, I'm not sure how quick our friend will work, but there is someone that we might be able to talk to in the Oakstewards.
Ah, I see.
Yes. So, I suppose we shall touch all of those bases today, right?
Very good.
We should also reach out to the doctor unless she said she was going to do it.
No, she asked us to speak with him and send her good wishes when we next see Dr. Eddie.
Yes. No, he's not in this town anyway.
I can send a bird if you'd like me to.
Yeah, that would be great. I believe that was his preferred way of communication.
Indeed.
Wise.
Any sentiments you'd like me to carry over into my message?
Well, I suppose that we have completed our work with Fionara. That there are some interesting things that you might want to learn of here in the Sevenarches. I don't think we should get too in-depth in our letter, personally. I'm unsure if you all feel the same.
Yeah. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's get going. I want to leave here as soon as possible.
Certainly.
All
I
right.
would
Stand
like
up
to
on the
move to
table.
another city, I think.
Maybe not the city. We might have to venture in some woods. Come with me, Rastak. Explain more on the way.
Very good. I do like the woods.
Now,
Figured you
Wack, just to be clear, Dr. Riddleston, where did he say he would be? Or where we would meet him? I forget where it was.
Yeah,
I know he told us something.
Dr. Riddleson was headed out east. Specifically, he was headed to... what was the name of this place? I gotta find it. I have to look for it.
That's okay.
Yeah, I cannot remember off the top of my head, and I have to search for it. Uringen.
Thank you.
Yep. And it was basically Uringen is known for like part of the town disappearing, like periodically. So he was looking into that and seeing if that was related to the Aiudara.
Excellent. Thank you.
Right. So I guess we all go in the same direction. I'm going to... I guess we're going to go to the tannery first.
Yes.
As we begin stepping towards the tannery, I'll say, well, I suppose I can go deliver the missive now to the aviary. I'll catch up with you.
You don't... Would you like me to join you?
If you like, I just don't really want to be associated with whatever is going on here.
There's nothing going on. Do you not like leather?
It's all right if she's uncomfortable. You just let her go on. I mean, you could also perhaps grab some quills. You were saying you needed some, right?
Oh, they were for Fionara.
Oh, right.
Are you going to go to the store? Oh, here. And pull out the ring and slip it in her hand. Feel free to sell this.
Oh, curious thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
quite
that's
flashy.
pretty.
Yeah.
How much do you think it's worth?
I don't know, hopefully 20 gold at least.
I'll try to get 20 gold for you, but
Oh, maybe more than that. I can
Maybe more.
look at it on our way over.
There you go. Great.
All right.
2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah? Alright.
Certainly.
Seems
I don't want to
possible.
stone the birds.
Yes. And how would you do that? It'd have to be a very fast stone, and they'd have to be lined up. And
Yes.
I will
Nice.
meet up with you at the southern gate. Would you like to meet there after?
That should work.
Yes.
Wonderful. We'll see you there.
Beautiful.
Good.
Just to be clear, we have 2 going off to sell the ring and 2 going where?
To the tannery.
To the tannery. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are also going to send a message to Dr. Riddleston.
Okay, but you're going to the southern gate?
To meet up after, yes.
After we do everything.
Okay.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Well, we did, I believe on the way there, we did tell them the leads that we had, and we'll discuss it there. What we're going to be
Yes.
doing.
Okay.
Just definitely want to talk to,
Lemma.
yes.
Or Lima.
They did not tell you to go there to speak to Lemma.
Oh,
They told you to go to the
Yes.
Vine Hall.
right.
Ah, okay. So retcon that.
That's what
We'll
I
meet
was
at the
asking.
Vine Hall.
Yes,
Yeah.
meeting at the Vine Hall. What a great
Vine
place
Hall.
to go
Wonderful,
that we've
yes.
predetermined.
That's why I'm double checking.
Appreciate it.
You could have figured out in the meantime where the Vine Hall is. It's going to be number 6 here on the map. It's right near where the Justice House is.
You have pretty
Perfect.
eyes. Which way to the Vine Hall? Thank you.
All right. So make it to the tannery.
Okay, so let's follow our group who's selling the ring first.
Yes, let me see that.
Oh, yes, here you go.
It is nice. Is that a gem? I'd like to make a crafting check to get a rough idea of its value.
Sure.
A 19.
Okay. A few things you can tell. This is a pretty well-crafted ring. I think 20 gold is probably a pretty fair price for something like this. It's also a signet ring.
Oh, what kind of signet?
It would be
That's-
associated with some kind of house.
Oh.
Do you know what house this might be?
I take a look at it. Is it possible for me to try to make a check here to discern it? I would know some of the higher up houses throughout the area.
Sure. How? You mean Sevenarches?
Not in Sevenarches. Just kind of in the general area, the region.
What skill are you trying to argue that you can use here?
Maybe society?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I can help her with that.
Okay.
10.
Go ahead and make another society roll there, Rashtok.
15.
Okay. Yeah, so you can boost this up to an 11. Let's see. What info can I give you? I'm going to say very little.
Okay.
It looks familiar. I feel like you've recognized it somewhere on the trip here, and you can't remember where.
Okay.
But not in Sevenarches specifically.
Nope.
Ah. Well, this is interesting.
It is. Oh, it could be a minor house.
But not from here. My fear was selling this that he found If it was a house in this city, it would be a bad idea, but if it's not in this city, not that much of an issue.
I will say that I'm a bit uncomfortable trying to pawn this off. I didn't realize it was a signet ring.
Yes.
I wasn't going to ask any questions, but as an emissary, symbols are very important.
Yes. I might think it's more of a better idea if we can return it to whoever's house this is. They may provide a reward rather than a sale.
But we don't know where it is. Until then, I think maybe we just hold on to it.
Yes.
Maybe give it back.
Give it back to who, though? Oh, Jonas?
Yes.
Yes. Could ask the appraiser what house it might be. They might know, and then we could see about returning it to the party, perhaps for a reward.
I do like that. We can do that.
Go to a jeweler then.
Okay. Yeah, so there is no jeweler in town. But there is a shop. Let's see here. You guys are making me look through all of my notes today. There is a shop known as Silver and Cold, which has various goods for travelers and things. You've probably passed by it a bunch of times, and let's see, it is going to be number 3 here on the map in a moment when I reveal it. But it is, let's see. It is kind of like on the western central side of town.
I say we head there then.
It's a good place to start, yes.
We can see what the significance of it is, and I do like rewards. This is a lost item. People like them returned.
Yes, well, I will admit if someone lost it, then it should go back to its rightful place.
Yes. For
A reward would be nice, but we'll see what happens. It's the right thing to do.
Okay.
So it's paying for a reward.
So, you head into the shop. There are various weapons and things up and about. You can see the glint of silver on the walls and various weapons. And the shopkeep greets you as soon as you enter. Ah,
Good morning.
hello there.
Hello.
Good day. How can I help
Hello. We came across a very curious item. It appears to be a signet ring of some kind. We're hoping to reunite it with its owner.
you?
Do you...
Signet ring? Okay.
Do you mind having a look?
Yes, but I don't know how much I would know about that. Let me get the owner. She's just in the back doing some smithing work. If you could just give me a moment.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Thank you. Take your time.
Come on. Come on.
This is a nice shop.
Yes.
Quite a few weapons. Do you need any upgrades?
No, I don't think they have anything for my claws.
Shortly thereafter, a human woman walks out of the back. She's got like a heavy leather apron on. She's kind of ripped. I
blush.
She's got like soot on her face. Sorry for the mess.
Sorry to interrupt you.
You told my assistant here something about a signet ring?
Yes, we came across this. Here, please have a look. We're trying to reunite it with its owner.
Oh.
What?
This is This is House Blackthorne? This is probably Gareth's ring. Of the Seven Sisters Tannery.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that makes it easy. We know him.
Isn't there a magistrate by the name of Blackthorne here?
Magistrate?
Am I getting my names mixed up?
The magistrate's name is also Blackthorne, yes.
Oh. Well then. We know exactly where to find them.
Ah, that makes this easy. Thank you very much.
I suppose it could be magistrate's ring. Where did you find this?
Oh, a friend passed it off to me. Tried to get some information about it, maybe sell it, but I'm more inclined to try to reunite it with its owner, honestly.
Be
Especially
careful.
a known figure.
And be careful with that ring.
Why is that?
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. Does it help that I have massive boobies?
Let's find out. Yep.
Nice! 15. You know what? I'll use my hero point here.
Why?
I want to see what kind of magic can come out of this moment,
You
you know?
already have the power of titties, my dear.
God.
23, let's go! I lean up against the counter, just kind of hike up on there.
She'll like lean in as well. And she says, the Blackthorne family is very well known. It's rumored that the magistrate got his position here because of his family's influence in Daggermark.
Oh.
And
That's where I've seen it before.
it's also associated with a few criminal activities. But don't say you learned that from me.
No, I wouldn't.
Just be careful if you do business with them. It always
Alright.
comes at a cost.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Are we talking about, like, dead bodies appearing kind of cost?
Just watch yourself.
Okay. I appreciate it. What do you recommend I do with this?
If it were me, I would drop it someplace and walk away.
Okay. Good to know.
not return it? They would not be thankful.
Look, you asked for my opinion and I gave it to you.
Well,
I would stay far away from doing business with them.
all right. Thank you. I will leave you to your work. You appear to be quite busy.
Yeah, thank you. I have to silver some more weapons. We're dealing with Fae after all. So, if there's nothing else...
No. I just hope you have a great day.
You too.
As we're walking out, I look over my shoulder at her.
She looks over her shoulder at you.
Oh! Okay, you
I
leave.
look over my shoulder at them, wondering what's happening.
And you leave.
I will put it away. What do you think we should do about this?
I think following the advice of just dropping it is a good one.
Okay. Drop it where?
Ooh, in the streets.
Okay. Maybe on...
Otherwise, we return it to him. Because we know him, but that may be unwise if they are so disliking.
I didn't want to get associated with them purely off of my role as emissary for the Burning Sun clan. I have a reputation to keep intact.
They did seem rather nice to us, though, and we did pay them.
Well, appearances aren't everything.
True. Well, maybe walk a block and lose the ring?
Let's lose it on the way to the aviary and send that
Yes,
message off to
yes.
the doctor.
Very good. I'm sure Dronus will be fine.
Meanwhile,
What message were we sending him? I don't...
we join Yara and Adronis at the Vine Hall. Or are you headed to the Seven Sisters Tannery first?
Yes, because we just wanted to verify that Gareth was there
Okay,
and that he received the payment.
very well. Seven Sisters Tannery then. You approach, you smell the acrid chemical smells as you get closer to the tannery. You can see there's people milling about.
Do you
Let's
see
make
him?
this quick.
Yes. Just look and see if we see Gareth anywhere.
Make a perception check, one of you. If you want to have.
Is it one of us?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
assist if you would like. You can both roll and then add if you
Sure.
succeed or minus if you fail.
15.
8.
Okay. It does not look like Gareth is there.
Right. You should make her leave. I don't see him.
Definitely like a few eyes on you though. You feel that the glares here and there. People are definitely watching you.
Do I see our lady contact?
No. There's somebody
Right.
else working on leather today.
All right, well. We don't see him. I don't see the point really in staying behind.
Nope. Let's go. I am eager to get back and get my gold. And then we can head to the Vine Hall.
I believe that's where we're going to meet everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully they sent the message to the doctor.
All
All right. Let's go.
To the fine hole it is.
Waiting outside, you can see Arashtak and Arcelia milling about.
Hey, my favorite two companions. What do you have for me? Go, come. How much?
We didn't sell it.
Oh no,
Excuse me.
we lost it.
There has been a long night, lots of drinking. I almost heard that you said you lost the ring. It's another joke. Where's the awkward laughing?
I forgot to do the thing that you warm bloods do. We lost it.
He's winking.
How long do I hold it for?
Oh, I thought he was in pain. Okay. Oh.
We made an important discovery with the ring.
That we might not wish to speak of in public.
Oh, that it sells for more than I inspected.
That might be accurate, but not actually.
Oh. Huh?
We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about it later? That's no.
I turned deliberately to Yara. How did it go?
Don't make me climb you. I will
You
climb
are insufferable sometimes.
You can
Adronis.
try, Adronis. You can definitely try, and I will throw you on the ground.
Here?
I believe he has said that is a thing he wishes many times in his sleep.
Perhaps threaten things that will actually scare him, like pulling his fingernails off and feeding them to him.
Oh,
What
so
are you?
gruesome.
Right.
I don't know if I can do that.
No, you can't.
Can you do that
Don't.
for me, Yara?
Well, you're threatening him. Like, it's not. You're not actually going to do it.
I will settle for the throwing me on the ground situation. But first, we have business. Before pleasure.
Yes,
You
we
have the
must meet
details.
with this Lemma Feldthorn. So I suppose let us see if we can find her. She's a halfling. If that helps at all. That's about the only descriptor we got.
It is a city of mostly humans that should prove fairly easy.
So shall we go inside and see if there's anyone who can assist us?
Yes, you lead the way.
Certainly.
You're probably the best at speaking to. You have all the information, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I'll hold
Right.
the door open for everyone.
This structure is apparently like an old, ruined elven manor, except the structure has been filled with woven ivy and other creeping vines to fill gaps in its ruins. You can see that the walls and floors are basically like living walls and floors. There's lots of greenery in here, and it looks very resilient. And the building is fairly quiet. You see that there's like there's an Oaksteward that's probably like sat at a desk or something, filling out some paperwork as you approach.
Pardon me.
This man looks up at you.
Hello, Oh, you were going to say something, I'm sorry.
How can I help you?
We're looking for a, Lemma Feldthorn.
Why do you want to speak with Lemma?
Well, we have a couple of questions we'd like to ask.
I'm
Just a
sorry, we
conversation.
don't allow direct conversations with our Oakstewards. If you'd like to leave a
well-
message, you can leave a message here.
Yes, certainly. Let them know that, folks from DICE are here to speak with her.
I'm sorry, what?
DICE. It's an acronym.
Okay.
I lean into Yara and then say, hey, wasn't you given something to be able to, I don't know, accelerate this meeting?
We weren't given anything, but she is notified. She was supposed to be notified about us.
No, he is
No?
correct. You were given a writ by Fionara.
Ah, you are correct.
I'll slip it
indeed.
out of her pocket without her noticing and say,
Oh, where is?
Yeah.
I will pluck that from his hands. Ah, pardon me. This should make things move a little more smoothly.
He takes the paper. Hang on.
Of course, thank you.
He gets up, starts to walk out. This is like an old elven manor, so the doorways are like arches and quite large, and they have like big, heavy doors on them. So, you know, large doors open, closed behind him. A minute later, door opens, and walking through the door is a halfling accompanied by a full-sized horse walking these halls. The horse will stop about halfway towards you and start gnawing on some of the plants on the wall.
Does the horse have barding on it?
Yes. It is Oaksteward barding. Mulberry, come on. We have business. Mulberry! Come on, Mulberry! Horse begins to move, eventually.
It's the horse's steward.
You see this halfling begin to approach. She says, hello, I am Lemma.
Hello. We were told that it might be beneficial for us to meet with you. Were you
Yes.
informed?
Our Oaksteward friend here gave me the information. If we could please head to the hall this way, please. We can have a conversation.
Certainly.
Excuse me.
Shall we?
Come, Mulberry.
Oh.
Full-size
So-
horse is just accompanying Lemma, like on.
So we're just gonna sit here and act like there's not a horse in the building. I mean, you all act like it's normal.
Well, quit horsing around and let's go.
Oh. Oh boy.
It'd be a shame if we stayed behind and run a foe.
To that I say,
Ah,
nay.
ah,
I'm going to. Oh, I pick up my steps and walk beside Emma.
Was that good, Adronis? I tried.
Did you try as hard as you tried to not lose the?
Yes?
Darling. Would you
It
like to
was
go in
good.
front of me?
All right. Okay, Mulberry. Now try not to eat everything in sight. Thank you. Okay. Now. So, Fionara, she wrote here that you are to be trusted with some information, and that you would be of help to the Oakstewards. Okay, well, that's good, because we are presently stretched very thin. I'm not sure if you're aware, but with the seeming disappearance of the obnubilant curse, that's the curse here that, Sevenarches is known for. That's why there are no elves. It's created a bit of an ethical conundrum. You see, allowing elves into the town could be a disaster if the curse returned. But a matter of national defense begins to crop up, because without the curse, there's some that fear that with our strained relationship with Keonan, that actual conflict might begin. There's also the Gorga attacks, and Fionara, I see here, has written to you about Bolin. That's a bit of a sore spot here. The Oakstewards.
Right. You're looking for information. We heard what happened to Bolin. I look around at everyone. Do you know Dr. Riddleson?
I've never heard of them.
Oh. Well?
A friend of Fionara.
All right. Why do you ask?
Well, he's researching these odd occurrences, similar to what happened to Bolin. And we are the prime investigators. Because, I look at everyone for agreement. We,
Why not?
too, have had a similar experience to Bolin.
What do you mean?
I'll move my hair to expose the mark on my chest.
I shall mind.
Pull down my scarf.
Does that have any such a memory as of yours?
Oh my. Bolin had the same mark.
Yes.
Yes. That means we have, all of us, have walked through the Aiudara. And we would like information on everything that you know. Possibly even see Bolin.
That will be most difficult. Bolin is not here. Bolin stole something from us. Something of great importance. And she gets, really quiet as she says this, leaning in towards you all.
What did he take?
Bolin stole a key. It is the gate key for Thriel's 7th arch.
Oh.
It's sort of like a jade amulet. It's in the shape of a leaf. We've called it the Shade Wither Key. I've heard rumors that he plans to use the key in some sort of evil ritual. What's worse is I think it's going to take place soon, in a few nights.
So we must work quick then.
Yes. You think it has something to do with the Fae attacks?
I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past him. He was different when he returned.
Are you allowed to tell us where the 7th gate is?
No.
But you will.
To be
Surely-
doing the ritual there, yes?
We can only assume.
Surely you have a large company of stewards guarding the place.
No, we are stretched thin. We don't have any sort of real presence that we can spread even thinner.
So then, Lemma, you need to trust us and tell us.
We are here. We want to help.
Lady Luck has looked down upon you. Desna is proud. You have your new recruits right in front of you.
Somebody make a diplomacy check for me, please. And if anyone would like to assist, you can.
Who wants to do the main roll?
Yara,
It's
go.
a Yar. Okay, all right.
All right, I'll
My rolls have
help.
been so bad.
How many assists do you want? Whoa!
I got 24. So
Wow.
that's 27.
That is a critical success. You would help us?
Most assuredly. I mean, if it would help us to further our relations and also learn more about the situation which we have all gone through, of course we would help you purge this issue. And of course, for some coin, obviously.
And who better than us? We've been through perhaps something akin to what Bolin has.
I will write you a Barkwrit. It will allow you to roam freely in Sevenarches. You can visit the Wildwood, which is where the real gates are. The gates that we have in the Arch Plaza. I wasn't able to tell Fionara, but she said that you tested them. I'm going to assume that the fire that happened last night wasn't a mere accident.
It wasn't us. We had nothing to do with the fire.
But perhaps it could be overlooked for the greater scheme of things, eh?
I think many of the Oakstewards focus on too small of a picture. But yes, the Wildwood. That is where the real gates are. We protect them. We guard them. You must understand. And now, we don't know what will happen. I will tell you where they are. But in exchange, I need you to disrupt this ritual. Reclaim the gate key. And capture Bolin. So that we can punish him for his crimes.
Well, we can certainly do that.
And to clarify, you would like him alive.
Yes.
Always asking the questions. I mean, of course.
I mean, what if we brought you... Anyway. Very
It is
good.
possible we may not be able to if he does not allow us to.
It is preferred that we are able to speak with him. But I don't know what to tell you. He is dangerous since he left the Arch.
How do you mean, does he have new powers or something of that sort?
His personality changed. Seemed sinister. Plotting. And I thought I heard him talking to himself.
All right.
Did he seem to remember his time in the Archers if anyone had spoken to him?
He wouldn't speak on it. He wouldn't say anything about it. He was vicious almost when we brought it up.
And I think we have our lead. We'll try our best to make sure that he's breathing when we bring him back. And of course I said win.
Please
Bring him
do. If Bolin is able to convince any other Oakstewards to leave our cause, Sevenarches may cease to exist. We
Is
won't
there
be
any
able to protect it.
Is there any possible way that you can arm my companions with silvered weapons or cold steel?
We can only offer some gold.
You have a library as well, don't you?
The library?
Yes. If we help you with this, would we perchance be able to go in there?
Yes. The writ would allow you access to the library.
Wonderful. Very good.
You mentioned gold. We can get that up front so we can arm ourselves better, right?
She looks at Mulberry. Mulberry looks at her. I can offer you 30 gold pieces.
Deal.
You can hand that to me.
She gives you 15 gold pieces, and she's about to hand it to Adronis, and then looks at Yara quizzically, and then hands 15 to Yara.
Thanks.
Losing my touch? It's not like I look
My touch
dangerous.
is just better, darling.
Well, we should go see the shop friend. Maybe she has some. She looked like she was covered in, you know.
Can I try to approach Mulberry?
Sure.
I'll pull some stale bread out of my rations and offer it to Mulberry.
Please don't feed my horse.
Oh, all right. My apologies.
He already eats all of the things that he can that comes within range.
Oh,
Mulberry's
why?
immediately trying to see what you have and trying to sniff around. And that thing that animals do, he's just sniffing around like he knows you have food. You're about to give it to him. Looks mortally offended that he can't eat it right now.
Oh, my heartstrings.
Mulberry, you ate nearly half the wall on the way down the hall.
Why such a voracious appetite with your
He just loves to
companion?
eat.
Oh,
Same.
you and I have something in common there, Mulberry.
So,
All right.
Lemma, is there anything else that we should be aware of as we continue our search?
Be careful for these Gorgas. There is a reason that we have been patrolling the southern road.
Do you have any other information on the Gorgas, perchance? I know that there were some attacks and strange happenings on the way towards, the Thin Lands, right?
There have been attacks. We've had reports of attacks in various places around Sevenarches as well. We are stretched very thin. These Gorgas. We've been seeing primarily two different types. We have seen Temagirs, which sort of look like almost like dogs. Closer, I'm not sure if you're familiar with these creatures, but hyenas? Something in between dog and hyena.
I think I've seen the tracks near the river to the south gate.
More tracks. I have to look into those as well.
I thought they were wolves, but that tracks there.
Temagirs. They... How shall I describe this? They're like nocturnal hunters. They are quite large. They're about 8 feet long, maybe 500 pounds. They are very fast, move very gracefully, and they're strange. The shadows move strangely around them. They can attack shadows. They can tear and swallow a goblet of shadow from a creature. They're very fast. Must be careful. And they have don't know how to describe it other than to say their ocular cavities are very large, but they have no eyes. They're large, almost like frog eyes in size compared to the size of their heads, but shadows dance all about. And then we have seen oculi. Oculi, very, well, they're bird-like. They're rumored to embody the fear of being lost and helpless in the darkness, as well as the danger of unreasoning terror. They are gray. They have fur instead of feathers. They have a beak, but it's serrated. The legs of a monkey. And again, oversized eye sockets full of shadow. They distort your sense of direction. Illusions will often form around them. Watch yourselves.
I have a question for you. I'll turn my journal and show her the sketching that I made of the symbol that was carved into the mud outside of our camp. Have you seen this before?
I'm sorry, it's not familiar.
Okay.
Do you think saying the name here is safe or not?
Asilia, can I borrow a page?
Yes, of course.
And a quill?
Absolutely.
You're not to say this out loud, and I'll go ahead and I will write Knipa the Slim on a piece of paper.
What does this mean?
Have you heard anything about this creature?
No.
And just make sure you don't say it out loud, but if you could ask within your order, that would be most wonderful.
All right.
They are some sort of greater fae down in the Thinlands, named. We found them near. We had a small dealing with them, but near the attacks where shadows were torn and bitten and scratched. Near the bloom.
The bloom?
What some of the locals were calling a seepage of a plain, giving fertility to the land.
Oh. I believe I've heard something about this before. Some of the other druids have talked about such things, enhancing the land and making things grow.
Yes.
It's not my area of expertise. I prefer animals, but I hope you will begin soon. I am worried that this ritual will take place in the next few nights.
Right away. Where do you assume we should begin our search? In the Wildwood?
Yes. I would investigate the archers themselves.
Wonderful. And I pull out my map. Can you just show us exactly where in the Wildwood we would find this?
She begins to point and show you its location.
Wonderful. I'll make some markings. Roll it up. Very good. Any other questions, colleagues?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I do have one. I would like to know if it's okay if I have one of your... Actually, one of my companions. It doesn't have to be me. And I look at Yara. If we can have one of your capes.
Capes?
Well,
As
yes,
if you
the
were an
Oakstewards.
Oaksteward?
Correct.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check. This is not going to be easy. I'm sorry, no. We go through some very extreme trials to receive these. These are marks of our order. We would never give them away.
Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake and tore one the other day. All right. It's good talking. We should get going while we still have light.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Indeed. You as well, Lemma?
And to you.
Oh no, I dropped the stale bread next to the Mulberry.
Mulberry has disintegrated that bread immediately. Mulberry!
Oh, I'm sorry. So clumsy. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, and make sure you don't say anything about this to the magistrate. If you see the magistrate.
Why?
No. Oh boy.
Well, the magistrate has fairly strong opinions about outside help. He's going to be very upset with me once he finds out that I gave you this Barkwrit.
We wouldn't want that, right, Arcelia? Very nice person.
I just want to do the right thing.
The right thing is to get back to your our friend that you supposed to, go check out that ring, and let's see if if anybody at that shop can help us with
Yes.
items.
We'll see about arming ourselves against them. I begin to walk out.
Good luck.
Bye.
Thank you.
Come on, Mulberry. We've got more paperwork to do. You leave the Vine Hall. Its green walls. What do you do next?
Once we have a spot of discretion, I would like to relay to the others. So Gareth is related to the magistrate. There might
Okay.
have been some suspect circumstances in which how the magistrate earned their office.
What does that have to do with anything? We're done with Gareth.
Your ring.
What about it?
Signet ring. To a particular... It was the same house as the magistrates.
Great. That means it'll sell for more than I expected.
Is where you got it from.
The
Have you ever heard the
Gareth.
terminology? Don't shit where you eat, Dronus.
It looked like Gareth is related to the magistrate. We have conveniently lost the ring somewhere. It's on the
Very
streets.
conveniently indeed. You would think something that important wouldn't come out of his sight.
Yes.
And amateur.
And you would hope that things that important would not be maybe attached to random people trying to sell them.
Who have
How was I supposed
spoken
to know?
directly to him.
Either
Nothing
way,
to do.
it's not our problem anymore. But we should be
Yes.
careful.
Yes.
All right. That being said, have we so Lemma said she was going to get us a writ written up so that we would be able to freely
would've-
travel. Did she
yeah,
get that?
She would have given
Okay.
it to you, yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Well.
As we're walking, I will step up beside Adronis.
By the way, it's probably the size of like an index card, and it's written on actual bark. Like it's written on bark, and it's strange to the touch. It has like a it's like an amber coated kind of thing, so it's like protected. And there's the Oaksteward symbol is on it.
And is it one for all of us, or is it one for each of us?
It would have just been one
Gotcha.
altogether.
All right. So, shall we make our way then?
No need to, yes, see if what we can find weapon-wise. That may be silver or cold steel. And if we can afford it with 15 gold.
Wonderful.
Yes, Arcelia, here.
Well, since it's such a problem, I will drop a stack of gold into your hand. There's your 20 gold. Could you please keep your fingers out of trouble?
My fingers never go into trouble. They never find where they don't need to be. Thank you. Right. I'm in a good mood. You in a good mood? Let's go.
Okay. So
Tiara, didn't do anything wrong.
you are looking to get your weapons silvered. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody that is looking to get your weapons silvered, you're looking at 20 gold. Get it silvered each.
I walk up and I look around. I'm just like, wait, is this the place?
Yes.
Who do I need? Arcelia, please.
What? I don't have any more gold.
Oh, no, it's fine. I have plenty. Can you... Who do I need to talk to here?
No one. We're not doing haggling here. I'm not doing
Oh, no,
it.
I wasn't going to haggle. I was just going to give the gold. Okay. All right. So I pay up 20 gold.
Yeah. There's going to be a long haggle discussion, and I'm not having that.
Max said, no,
No.
I do not need it.
So do I change my...
If you would like to silver any weapons, it is 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, I've paid.
Okay.
So is it cold
Gotta get
silver?
freight.
No, it's silvered. The blade, essentially the edge of the blade has been silvered. So silver has been applied to the weapon.
Okay. Oh, gold, steel, or silver. Gotcha.
Yeah. I discounted this, by the way. It's normally 40 gold pieces.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
You.
Okay, so yeah, basically it doesn't do anything unless a creature is vulnerable to silver.
Correct.
And then it does extra damage.
Wait, I don't know if it's silver or cold steel that I needed.
Cold iron or silver.
Or cold iron steel? Oh, is that what it is?
Two different things.
Oh, I want whatever helps against things that aren't solid.
You want
I
help
guess I
against things that are not solid.
I think it's cold steel that I need.
Cold iron?
I know Arcelia's weapon had gotten coated with cold.
Yeah, you can get
One of the two.
Yeah, you can get cold iron if you'd like. Let me see what that cost is. Hold on, it might be different. Let's see. Same price.
Yeah, I think that's...
You can get cold iron if you'd like.
Yeah, I think that's more effective for what we're
Okay.
doing. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll change that.
Okay.
Cold iron.
So what's our next move now that we are better prepared?
Wildwood.
Yes.
Wildwood.
Wildwood. Thank you.
All right, well, shall we head off?
Yes, indeed.
I think so.
Okay. So, using your Barkwrit to easily make your way through any guard patrols, which you have noticed just in the last day or so have like increased, like that you see along the way. you begin your trip down south to the Wildwood. It's going to take you some time, and after showing your Barkwrit, you would have also gotten some horses. And let me just see. That will definitely help you on your time to get down there. Sorry, I'm just checking. I think you are all offered a horse to be returned upon your completion of this task. Okay. So, on your journey here, you can go ahead and choose some roles in the group on your journey.
Okay.
As you begin to head down the southern road and eventually break off and head towards the Wildwood. Okay. Let's see. We need somebody to lead the way, basically follow the map, the guide, essentially. We need somebody that is on lookout. Usually we've had a few people on lookout. We could also have a cook and somebody in charge of the camp. However many people and whatever jobs you'd like to do, that would be good.
I can guide this time. I normally cook, but I am pretty good with directions.
I will scout unless you want me to cook. I can give you a desert special.
You wish
I am alright with whatever.
take care of the map and the directions?
Oh no, I'll cook. You know, it's been a while since I cooked this desert special. Very high in
Set up the
protein.
camp, if you'd like.
Go for it.
Alright.
I do have the 2 tents now, a 4-person and the small 2-person.
Wait. All right.
Ooh, my guiding is going to take a while.
Okay.
So what's cooking? Survival?
Survival for
Yes.
cooking, and lookout will be perception. Okay, and so Arcelia, what were you doing?
I believe no one's making camp, right?
I said I would, so if you want to be lookout, you can do that because
I'll do
Adronis
that.
is cooking.
I look out.
It's not working for me. That's probably a good sign.
Setting up camp should be survival, yeah?
Yeah, I've been
Yes.
pressed. I don't know if my buttons are broken.
Just refresh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so an 8 from Morash Talk for the guide. Arcelia, an 18 for your perception check.
Bruh.
For lookout.
I didn't even press the button. It's blank. I guess it registered me pressing it 8 times and it one went through. I don't know. Is she?
Catching up now.
I don't know what's going on.
We're taking the first one regardless.
Okay, desert special it is.
It's just sand in a bowl.
rations. Hot sand.
Yeah. Okay, and a 14 from Yara, who is making camp. Okay. So, the journey is rather slow going. You get lost a few times.
Sorry.
The food is horrible.
No, it's not.
Everybody please make a fortitude saving throw.
Listen, it's high in protein. The larva has to sit for 24 hours. We didn't have time. Okay?
Fail from Arcelia.
I'll have to reopen.
My stomach hurts.
It'll pass.
Oh,
Quite literally.
this was worse than the tongue numbing thing.
It's not so bad. My roll 20 is being. Uh, 20. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm catching up. Sorry. It
It's all right.
bugged out.
Arcelia. You are not doing so hot. Let's see. I gotta see what I think you.
Everyone's
Fortitude?
sweating profusely.
Uh-huh.
There is the.
Under armor class.
Did that work?
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay.
11.
Okay.
Not so bad. Crunchy.
Yeah.
Gushy.
Yeah. It's pretty horrific, Adronis. Arcelia, you are. Let's see here. You are sickened. Let me just double check what that does again. Okay, there you go.
It's not good.
Status penalty equal to this value on all your checks and DCs. You can't willingly ingest anything, including elixirs and potions, while you are sickened. You can basically throw up to try to recover. But we'll say that this is going to be like once an hour. You can't just keep doing this. You can't just keep puking. And we'll assume the first one was a fail. You have already puked. Yeah. Roll me a D4.
Oh my god.
Get low.
Okay. You are at sickness 2. Sickened 2. Adronis, you are at sickened 1.
I think I will cook from now on exclusively apart
Yes.
from you, Adronis.
Listen. It's a way to save on rations. There was something wrong.
Turning a color that is very close to my scales.
I
Yep.
don't think I've ever seen Arcelia so pale either.
She looks beautiful.
I think this is the first time in my life where I don't want to drink anything.
Boy, I
You
do
got it in
miss
my hair.
I miss Karun. I feel
Yes.
like she'd have a wonderful elixir for this.
Wonderful, perhaps not, but effective. Perhaps so.
Yes.
I can guide if you like me to.
Oh, it will. I'm guiding fine. It's just
But
taking a while.
I've seen that tree 5 times already. I even marked it after the 3rd.
Oh, so you have. Well, we'll take a right instead of a left then.
And see over there? That's her vomit. That was
I
from
keep my eyes on the horizon. It's not so bad. Just can't look at anything in front of me. Close
Yes.
your eyes, little. You can barely see the horse's head.
Oh, so well, yeah, we'll get there soon enough. Fear not. But I will be cooking next.
Yes. I think we should switch roles. I apologize. The desert special takes time. It has to die before we cook it next time. I thought leaving it alive would keep it less gushy.
Well, if you write it down, then you can use it as a poison next time.
It was meant
Seems
to be.
quite effective.
Karun
No,
would be
no.
rather intrigued by that.
Oh, I didn't boil the water. Let's go.
That
It was.
That would do it.
Yes. Apologize.
All right. Shall we continue? Are you all right to ride? Do you want me to lead your horse or something, Arcelia?
Oh no, please don't touch anything.
Oh, all right.
Let's just.
would suggest
Nice.
purging if I were you.
I don't know if I have anything left in me.
We'll give it some time, perhaps, and maybe you'll find that you do have some.
So, the first day is
Terrible.
horrible. It is just a miserable trip. If anybody's been ever been sick on a road trip, it's not good. It's a rough day, just bouncing up and down as you're riding on the horse the whole way. It's horrible. It doesn't seem like the trip is ever going to end. Eventually, you take rests whenever you can. It's awful. Second day, go ahead and make another set of rolls.
I'll cook.
We're gonna start. We're gonna start with fortitude saves, however.
Oh,
Whew.
Wow.
The second time today we got the same exact roll.
Wait, all of us?
No, I had actually meant Arcelia and Adronis. I apologize.
I'll take her role. It's okay.
Can I perhaps assist him in puking? I'll tap my fingers really hard
She
down
holds
his
my
nose.
hair.
Come here, open up.
She sticks her finger down his throat.
Oh no.
I was not ready for it. Just happened.
With a natural 20 a crit, Arcelia, you are no longer sickened after a very horrible night. Adronis, you are no longer sickened, and you can continue your day. All right, who's taking what role here in this travel? And let's do some rolls.
Did I may have misheard. I'm so sorry. Is Arcelia no longer sick at all?
Correct.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Crit.
Yes.
She got a
After
crit.
seeing she has an appetite, I will be cooking today.
Are you sure you don't want any help? I could always help.
No, you stay over there and not touch anything edible. Or
When you
inedible.
wake up, you just see me like mead.
All right.
It's like that.
Oh.
It's the anime character that's really bad at cooking. They like censor and mosaic the food like if they hold it up, and it's just like
it's the censored food from Breath
Yeah.
of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Yes.
it's like
Just green and
there's
steaming.
this like black aura that's like floating around it. Just like weird
little ghost mouth.
yeah,
comes up.
little skulls like swimming up from it.
Like it's fine. It's nutritious. It's good.
Yeah, there's a 24 for cooking.
Okay. Oh, it's night and day. It's it's fantastic.
I won't go that far. I mean,
All right, I will lead us then.
Okay. All
I
right.
was lookout.
All right, we'll set up camp.
Okay. Perception check from you, Adronis.
I did. It's,
Okay.
About 15.
All right.
Yeah.
Very well. Then making your way into the Wildwood. Adronis, you're feeling a bit uneasy as you head into the Wildwood. This is different than the swamp of the Thinlands, the moors, and the sort of very soggy sort of environment. This is more the forest. But something is setting your teeth on edge, you know? You're just kind of feeling a little off as you all begin to make your way through the Wildwood. It is like all the hairs on the back of your neck are standing up.
Oh. Shall we stop and pee? I know I just peed like 2 minutes ago, but I might have to go again. I don't know.
Why?
You'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you see?
Something.
It's all around us. It's just like something's just looking at us, staring at us from all directions. I don't like it. And it's eerily calm here. She's not hear anything. Typically in forests, there's birds chirping. Stuff scurrying about is definitely quiet.
Well, we shall trust your instincts and be on guard, but that means even more so we should not delay.
Yes.
Our job is very important.
Yeah. Stay close.
Of course.
We should, make a formation. 2 and 2. Not a straight line anymore. And I hike my horse up and I settle next to anyone.
Yara, how far do you estimate us to be from your map?
Let's see.
Maybe about,
I wrote.
call it 10 miles.
Around 10 miles, I would say. We're making good progress, considering.
How long until dark?
2 hours.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you. Maybe we should make camp early.
Grass is rather tall. In the trees near you, as you approach the thicker portions of the Wildwood. Dronus, keeping your eyes peeled, you see something is wrong here.
Weapons out if you are not.
We should leave the horses in the clearing.
You think
Should
that
not
the
bring them in here.
grass is moving oddly in places.
Yes. Horses in the clearing.
Right.
All right.
If you care to keep them alive, that is. Fear that we are not alone.
Dismount.
Yes.
We all dismount.
All right.
Pull my shield as well.
You take care of the rest of them. And I'll lead the horses.
The horses
Away
are
and then
uneasy. They're sort of bucking a bit as you begin to move them.
I said don't need to move them.
I said as you begin to move them.
Oh, okay. I'm going to... Is there any way I can stealth and be less seen while I scout?
You can try and move amongst the grass and bushes and trees as best you can.
11.
I'll take your horse while you're doing that.
As you move off from the group, trying to find a way to move quietly without being seen, maybe get a better look at what's going on. The grass around you rustles. You trip, stumbling, and you catch yourself, but not before you make some noise.
Shoot. Desna. I'll slowly unsheath my blade. And try to get back to the group. I shouldn't have gone too far, so I'll just slide my way while watching this movement.
As you begin to move back to the group, we see, creeping along the grass, 3 figures. They leap out from the grass, and that is where we're going to end our episode today.